Welcome to Two Poor Artists, where we're poor at returning to the king, but mostly we're poor at making art. My name is Isaac.
And my name is Kaylin.
That's right. For the second week in a row, it's us recording for you.
Mwahaha.
Yeah.
You can't get rid of me.
Kalen has just done something to Ben. He's not been around. He's just gone. Sure, last week he was probably in a different state, and this week he's got some kind of ailment, illness, sickness, flu, but
Which happens after you travel.
it does, doesn't it? You go to an airport, you lick the seats, and everything just falls apart.
This is true. This
Yeah.
is a normal habit of normal
Don't
people at the
lick
airport.
things on airplanes. If you're tempted to do so, seek help, not from this channel, as what the legal team is advised me to.
Yeah, they're waving us down from
Yeah.
the window
I'm
into the
getting
studio.
like, it's not a thumbs up because the legal team doesn't give thumbs up to me, but it's like a thumb to the side. It's like that was.
It looks more like gesture across the throat.
I always forget that the legal team and I and all of they just don't like me or Benj. It's because we say things that are true, and sometimes the truth hurts. Sometimes the truth is legally not acceptable. But that's just how the world works.
That is true.
You know how else the world works? You watch movies. We watch movies all the time. Every week, in fact, after this recording session is done, there's like a quick break and then movie time at the Two Poor Artists studio theater. It's usually where we just sit around and make people watch our videos, but sometimes you just got to put on an old black and white film.
Oh, yes. Those are just the very best quality of films.
Yeah, everyone knows before they invented color, they call that the golden age of Hollywood. Not because of the color gold.
No.
It's because it was, something, it was a white gold, obviously. White gold.
I think they just weren't quite sure
Yeah.
what they were saying.
You know how
'Cause, like, you know how you say things and then you later learn what they mean and then you just regret everything?
Yes,
I think
do.
that's what they mean by the golden age of television.
Is that what they mean?
Yes, because like they say the golden age, but
Yeah.
gold wasn't invented yet.
No, what? Well, I mean, it was, but it was white gold. All gold used to be white gold until the invention of color, and then they took some gold and they made it yellow. They call it. They don't even call it gold. They call it yellow gold because they took what was good and proper and pure, and they made it colorful.
Just absolutely defiled.
Right? Like there's two kinds of gold in this world. There's white gold, and then there's liquid black gold. Oil. They say.
Oil. Yes.
I prefer squid ink, but I'm told oil's important because it powers our studio lights and sometimes the studio mobile. The Two Poor Artists mobile studio.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
you've seen Benj and I drive around in that all the way to Topak and back.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, the mobile studio, black SUV, runs on. It'd be cool if we had a vehicle that ran on squid ink. Although, let's be honest, I think squid ink per gallon is probably more expensive than oil.
I mean, it's probably just premium.
Right?
Yeah.
Is that
Just like-
is that what premium
I think
gasoline
that's-
means?
Yeah, premium gasoline, like the level of gas that most people just don't use at the gas station.
Huh.
I mean, maybe more people use it than I know.
No.
But maybe they just know that it's squid ink and hence better.
That settles it. From now on, we only get premium in the Two Poor Artists mobile studio mobile.
Yes.
That's how it works. Yeah. No, I got to try this sometime. Because here's the thing: if you ever get gasoline, it's not. They've taken all the black out of it. It's like a amber color. Ugh.
Oh,
Yeah, but I bet premium. I've never looked at premium because who has that kind of money? Not me.
no.
Tell you what. But if it's got squid ink in it, I think I need to, bite
Yeah.
the bullet, as they say.
Yes, which is very appropriate for
Terrible
the
Civil
black
War term.
Poor Art Mobile and
Uh huh.
for my white
Yeah.
supplementary
Yeah,
art
you
mobile.
do have a white mobile. It's true, which sounds terrible. You can't call it that. That sounds super racist, but we don't. That's not what we're saying. We're saying white and black together, the perfect, marriage of colors. We believe in that kind of thing. Yep, that's right.
Unity.
Unity.
So what are we drawing today?
Yeah, I know. It's a good transition. Also, before we can get too far, can I just give a shout out to my boy? Not Benj. No, he's not here. My friend, my poor artist in training, whose birthday is today. Yeah, this is what people do. Famous people, you know. They're like, "Can you just say happy birthday to my friend who's not here?" And they're like, "Of course I will, because I'm famous and noble." So I'm gonna give a shout out to a little boy. We all know who he is. I don't even have to say his name, but it's his birthday today. So
Yes, it is.
yeah, you know, if that's you, this is very generic. You could send this to any boy. You know, like if you're a boy today and you're turning an age,
Just any age.
any age,
Not any specific age.
Imagine that'd be-
Definitely not 2.
definitely not 2. No, but it could be
It
2.
could be.
But
Like,
it could be.
2 is a number.
You know, it's like 2 to 99, like the Lego sets. Although I think those might be 3. How old do you have to be to play with Legos?
I think it might be. I feel like for legal reasons it says 3.
The legal team's doing that thing again at their
Yeah,
throat.
they're giving me the eyebrow.
We're not saying that you should eat Legos. That would be bad. What we're saying is you should watch us draw.
So you should not lick things at airports, and you should not eat Legos.
See, good life advice.
Oh, hey, look! I just got a thumbs up from the legal
Hey.
team.
What? I didn't even know their thumbs went that way. Man, something weird about today. But you know what's not weird? Movies. That's right. Black and white, old-timey movies. Kaylin, do you have a favorite movie? And it's a hard
Ooh.
question.
Well, I'm trying to think back to just the
There's-
wonderful collection of black and white movies that
Yeah.
exist.
I mean, there's so many good movies.
So many good movies
Yeah.
out there. And
Like Princess Bride
Princess Bride.
in black and white.
In black and white.
It's better
Who
that
knows
way.
what color dress Buttercup wears because
Yeah, they always colorized movies. Like the first 10 minutes of Wizard of Oz.
first
Great
10 minutes
film.
of Wizard of Oz is just movie white gold.
Yeah, it is movie white gold from the white gold era of Hollywood, you know?
Yes.
But if you were to ask me this question, Kaylin, go
What
on.
is your favorite
Oh,
movie,
yes.
Isaac?
Thank you, Kaylin. My favorite movie has always been and will always be, I feel confident enough to say that, The Lord of the Rings. And
But Isaac, isn't that 3 movies?
it is 3 movies, Kaylin, but you know how it's like picking a favorite triplet when they're all equally bad. But this case, they're equally good. They're all you can't have one without the other. If you just watched one of the Lord of the Rings movies, you'd be left wanting because it's all one story. You know, they filmed it all together. You know, because sometimes trilogies are like they make one and they're like, oh no, it did really well. Quickly, let's write another one. And the second one's never as good unless it's Star Wars.
No.
And then, you know, it's just Lord of the Rings was always one series.
The Star Wars point is kind of dubious at best, though.
Yeah, everyone kind of agrees that Episode 5 was better than Episode 4.
This is
They
true.
kept doing sequels and
true.
it just didn't go
As
very
long
well.
as we're not talking about 7, 8, and 9.
No, we would never do that. Even the legal team agrees on that one. Don't you, legal team? Yeah, just nothing because they're too much in
Stone-faced
agreement.
at you.
Yeah, well, you know, I talked. They don't, you know how it goes. But my favorite is Lord of the Rings, and they have done this wonderful thing for the 25th anniversary of Lord of the Rings. By the way, Benj and I have drawn Lord of the Rings at least once in our lifetime. Go find that video. And some YouTubers would be like, I'll link it in the description below. I don't know if the linking team is going to do that. I haven't spoken with them in quite some time. But I
No.
do know that this weekend in the United States of America, yeah, they have re-released Lord of the Rings, the extended editions in theaters. If you've never seen the extended editions of Lord of the Rings, go and do yourself a favor. Watch them, turn off this video, in black and white. Just go watch them. Please. Go
Yeah.
watch them. Kaylin was just informing me that she's probably never seen all 3 of them in the extended editions, and I get that. Because they're long. Right?
Yes, they are quite long.
The first 2 are 4 hours each. The third one, Return of the King. Keep that title in mind, by the way. It's going to be important in a second. Is 4 hours and then like another 40 minutes. It's like you hurt from sitting after watching them, but it's worth it.
I'm sure. I'm
Yeah.
sure I'll definitely have to watch them.
No, totally.
It's what I'm going to do as soon as we're done in the studio
Yeah,
today.
you know, that's what I'm going to go do also because they're in theaters again, the extended editions for the first time. And I was a wee lad when they came out the first time.
Oh,
And my parents were like, you're not going to see that. It's got a wizard in it. And I was like, but Mom. And then actually, this conversation didn't happen. We just never even talked about them. And I don't know why. It took my dear, sweet Uncle Timothy. He was like, come over to my house, which was like an apartment sometime, and spend the night. And we'll hang out and we'll eat pizza and we'll go down to the gym and we'll go to the pool. And we'll get Little Caesars because we always got Little Caesars with the crazy bread.
Ooh.
And then as the sun would set, we would watch a movie. Sometimes a movie my parents wouldn't otherwise show me, like Lord of the Rings. And he showed me, and I watched it. I couldn't think of anything else. It was the greatest moment of my life at the time.
It's a real turning point for
It
you.
was. I mean, it was, yeah. And I'm so excited to see it in theaters.
I am excited for you.
Thank you. And I'm so excited that I've decided, along with Kaylin, that we should draw the third movie title, Return of the King. Are you excited to draw this, Kaylin?
Oh, absolutely.
Are you excited to draw the title of the movie that you've probably never even seen, but you read the book of?
This is very true. Yes,
Mhm.
I have.
Tell us about
I-
your book reading experience.
Yes, when I was a teenager, so we would do. My mom would read a lot of books aloud to me and my younger sister,
Uh-huh.
and including when I was probably junior high age-ish, somewhere in there. My mom read aloud all of the Lord of the Rings books, and
You have a good.
it was great. I remember, like, I'd be listening
would read
to
such
my
a
mom read Lord of the Rings, and I remember being on the floor, making like latch hook rugs. Like sometimes
Like a sweatshop you grew up in? What was
No.
happening?
Like a lot of times when my mom would read to me, I would be doing something like I'd either be crocheting or knitting or drawing something simple. But I
Oh.
remember specifically during Lord of the Rings, I was working on, it was a Tigger latch
Aw.
hook project. And it was like a full like rug size, like a mat. And like most of
Wow,
these latch
that's a
hook
big-
projects, they come
that's a
in
big
kits that are
latch
only
hook.
like 12 inches by 12 inches. But this was like a whole like 2 foot by 3 foot project.
Yeah.
And so I remember specifically working on that while mom read Lord of the Rings to me.
It's a good memory all the way around.
It's pretty great.
Yeah.
Including Return of the King.
Yeah, see, here's the thing. If you want, you can come to the movie and we can stop by the craft store and pick up latches and hooks and Tiggers yarn or whatever it is it's probably yarn, right? Like thin or thick. What kind of yarn is it? You're a yarn expert.
Colored yarn and cut strips.
Oh, we can't get that. Do a black and white Tigger.
I was not converted yet at
Yeah.
the time.
Black and white Tigger. You know?
What do you think of my nose first?
Oh, it looks just like every nose. Oh, he's got a drippy nose. Oh no, that's actually his upper lip. Oh, you gave him an ear. Benj would disapprove. I would approve. I think nose first people have ears. He just always forgets to draw them. And look, he's at a Burger King. Because that's the only place you find crowns in the modern society. Isn't that a shame? Like, when did we stop putting crowns on just everyone important? You know? In this society, everyone could have a crown. But the only place you get them is if you're a child at Burger King. You try going there as an adult. Actually, this funny story. If you go watch our road trip video, Benj and I did go as adults and ask for crowns, and they actually gave them to us. But typically, that kind of tomfoolery is looked down upon. But once there was a time when every king had a crown, and everyone knew who was best in the land. And now I'm just saying if we all had crowns, it'd be better. And robes, and cloaks. And everything they wear in Lord of the Rings would be so much cooler. Don't you think, Kaylin?
Absolutely.
You could wear a big medieval dress with big flowy sleeves.
I could wear my dinner tiara.
You could. Because you have a dinner tiara.
I do have a dinner tiara, as is good and proper because I am cultured.
Yeah. You sit down to dinner with Kaylin, she just puts on her tiara, and then you know who to bow to when it's time. It's a thing. Dinner with Kaylin's real interesting.
I like to keep things interesting.
Oh, yeah, no, you do a good job. Your king seems to have a cake. A weird cake. A skyscraper cake. Oh, that's kind of cool. What? He's also at probably the tallest table I've ever seen. Ooh, it's. I do like everything about this king though. He knows how to dress. His neck is far too skinny for the rest of him. It doesn't take very much for me to like you as a king. What? Oh, is that an Amazon package? Because it has a arrow in the shape of a smiley.
It might be.
I think I know what you're doing. At the incredibly tall counter of things. Oh, is he? Oh, what's that? Oh, is it a cash register? I miss it.
Yes,
I miss a
that's
good
it.
old fashioned cash register.
Right.
You know,
And receipt printer.
back in my old days, I used to work the cash register. Did you ever have to work a cash register, Galen?
I've never had to work a cash register.
Never.
I have, unless you count when I am selling things at markets.
Oh yeah, it's like a digital cash register.
Yeah. So I'll have the app on my phone where I can take payments when I'm selling my
Mm.
products.
Selling your
But
products.
I've never worked retail
Mm.
or food service.
So you really never have had a job with a cash register. It's fun because it goes ka-ching, and then it pops open, and then sometimes you don't want it to pop open, and then you gotta shove it back in, and then you gotta be like, "Hey manager, we need some more nickels over here." And the manager's like, "We're out of nickels." And then you're like, "Well, what do I do?" And they're like, "Just give him 5 pennies." And then the person looks at you kind of annoyed because you just handed him 5 pennies. Nobody wants 5 pennies.
And then they don't know how to do the math to give you the right change.
Mhm.
And they get all confused because you've handed them pennies and it messed with their brains.
It's true, right? Then they got to open up their coin purse because everybody's got one of those these days. It's a dying art, cash register working. One of these days, it's going to be those things that I tell my grandkids about. Not you, because you never did it. I'll have to tell your grandkids about it. It'd be great. Sit around the fire and I'll regale them with stories of working at Target. And the nickel story. That'll be the end of the night, the closer. Wow, this guy's got a lot of stuff. Ooh. Ooh.
He's got a
what-
lot of things that he has to
What
return.
is that? Is that a crown? Another
Yeah.
crown? Well, he's making
Eh.
returns, right?
Yes. He didn't like that one
Oh,
because it was
Is
weird.
it a heart on it and looks like it should be found at the bottom of the ocean?
Yeah.
That makes sense. So this is who's this? I thought I knew who the first person was, but this guy's a mystery person. It looks like he's smelling the king. Ooh, it's that guy's. Oh, this guy's so greasy looking. Look at him. He's like a hippie who forgot that hippies aren't cool. Like, there's cool hippies. Don't
Not
get me wrong.
Not everyone who makes Amazon returns is cool.
No, that's probably true. Tell you what, though, when I make Amazon returns, it is an event. I don't make Amazon returns until the last day. And then by that point, I have like 65 Amazon returns, all the ballpoint pens that didn't work out the way I wanted to, expired squid ink, paper that just wasn't quite white. It was off-white, one of the most terrible colors there is because it's masquerading as white, but it's just not. It's like beige or like eggshell or, like one of those colors. It's like you tried to be white, but I saw past it because I'm a poor artist and I understand what qualifies. We only use the finest white paper. It has been rigorously color tested by the two poor artists.
It just rejects all of the color.
Is that a woman wearing a skirt or is that a man in a kilt?
I think it's a mom who has just one return and is
Oh.
concerned by the just vast number that this happy-go-lucky king has going on.
Would you
Like
be-
returning a sad crown and a chair, and
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what this is over here. It's probably like a robe that didn't
Didn't
have
quite
the wasn't quite royal enough for him or
Not
something.
enough bling. Yeah. I think it's, some people would look at this picture and be like, what a jerk. The king, holding up the line for Sally back there when she's just trying to get home to her 2 kids.
She's got dinner to make, and
Yes.
she's
Sally
trying to get her
also has-
return done before
Sally
the
also has
toddler wakes up from nap.
Sally also has incredibly thick forearms. I just want to point that out. Those sleeves, like Sally hits the gym when her kids are in the taking a nap.
She probably has to be lifting up her toddler all the time.
Oh yeah, maybe that's it, right? She got a fat toddler. I also want to point out that she did a good job of making sure we knew she was a peasant compared to the king, because you drew her skirt just slightly unraveled, and like there's like a loose string. The king would never stand for that. Well, one loose string, you execute the royal fashionista, and then you just get a new one. But she's got like, like in the cartoons when they got one of those and you pull it and then it like unravels. Halfway to being indecent. Poor Sally. Oh, Squidward's working the register.
Nah, he looks too
That's
happy
very
to be
funny.
Squidward.
He does look too happy to be Squidward. This is like if Squidward was a happy human.
Maybe this is just what happens when he manages to get away from SpongeBob.
Man, this is like, that's one of my favorite nose first people I've ever seen. I don't even understand how you accomplished that. It's just the chin and the back of the head dimple thing. The fact that you put him wearing what I can only imagine to be overalls.
I'm not entirely sure what's going on with his outfit. I tried giving him a name tag.
Oh, is that what that is? Just his name tag's unraveling too. Yeah, you gotta be bold to return a whole chair from Amazon. Built, nonetheless,
I mean, a lot of times Amazon doesn't necessarily specify.
They don't. You can get away with a lot of weird stuff.
Yeah. Because I bet this is also the Amazon returns line at Kohl's
Oh,
too.
where you spend half your time in line browsing Kohl's.
Yeah. Well, it's like
Tricky.
what you want to do is you want to buy something from Amazon, make a return, and that's when you go shopping at Kohl's, because you'll notice the thing that's printing up there is going to be your 15% off coupon
Yeah, but
that you get for Kohl's after making your Amazon.
Yeah, but isn't it dumber than that? Don't you have to like come back next week and use your coupon?
Not necessarily.
Oh, see,
Sometimes that's the case.
those
But-
tricky people.
Sometimes that's more of the coupon that you might get after you check out
Oh,
from Kohl's.
that's the
is they
difference.
want to get you to come back again. So they give you a really narrow frame.
It's like Kohl's Cash. It's the biggest scam ever. You want to shop at Kohl's every week for the rest of your life? Well, if you don't, then Kohl's Cash is useless. It's one of the things Benj and I are trying to put an end to as artists general. I'm not entirely sure how his power extends into that realm, but we'll figure it out. Also, yeah, I do my Amazon returns at the UPS store, because then you don't have to speak to anyone and there's no judgment for your entire 12 boxes worth of Amazon returns you cart through the door. You just go up to a little kiosk and you scan it and you put it in a bag and then you seal the bag, and then you do that for 4.5 hours and your Amazon returns are done and you feel good about yourself. But you also feel kind of scummy because you just returned 50 things, and most of it's not going to make it back to Amazon. It's going to make it to like one of those auction sites or be donated to some Goodwill once. Then you've just wasted Amazon's money. But then you kind of think to yourself, do I really care about Amazon's money? They're like a multi-trillion-dollar worldwide conglomerate. I think I might actually be doing something good by returning things to them and causing them to lose just a little bit of money for the little guy. The guy who used to have the shop down on Main Street?
Oh, yes.
Yeah. His name was Tom.
Oh, yes. Good old Tom.
Tom the Toy Maker, they called him. He didn't make toys. Nobody knew why they called him that. But he had a shop. Everyone used to shop there until big old Amazon came in and built a factory right on top of Tom's shop. I do my Amazon returns for him. Just think of him the next time you're doing an Amazon return. It'll make you feel better about yourself. Tom the Toy Man. Yay, free riches.
Do you ever, when you make your Amazon returns, like, that you're not getting free money. You're just getting money back that you already spent.
No, it's
So it's like you're not actually getting money, but it feels like you're getting free cash when you make returns.
I think sometimes when I'm making Amazon returns, I already have things in my Amazon cart that I'm going to purchase with the money that I'm about to get back.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's kind of how it works.
It's a really flawed way of thinking if you really actually think about it.
Brilliant.
But
it
makes shopping on Amazon just that much more fun.
Like, look I was going to keep all this stuff, but I decided to give it back.
We're just two poor financial advisors.
I decided to sell this stuff back to Amazon, and with the funds I receive from Amazon, I can now go and purchase new things that I want even more. You know, it's good money math. Good money math. Here's the problem, though, Kaylin. When we sat down and we decided together to draw the Return of the King, I was gonna draw something eerily similar to this. So now,
well, it's a good thing I got to go 1st.
Mm-hmm. You got to title your drawing though, "Return of the King." Even though he's doing,
but like return to the title.
Yeah, you have to return to that. That was clever.
I'm so clever. Yeah, this is why you have me on the channel.
True, right? If only we had 2 clever people on here normally, this channel would probably take off. But nobody wants that. They want it to just stay where it is. That's the vibe that's the message I'm getting from the people of the world. They're like, we don't really want you guys to succeed too much, so we're just gonna not tell anyone. We'll watch, we'll subscribe, but we definitely won't watch your videos. And that's I can't fault you for that. You're doing the right thing. Except for when Kaylin's on. You should like this video more because cleverness has joined the table. Well, congratulations. Keep the people entertained while I save your drawing.
Oh, absolutely. So, I know that the title was technically Return of the King, but this king, he went on so much of an Amazon shopping spree that he had so many returns. This is Returns of the King, as I appropriately titled this image. I'm not even sure I can call it art. It's an image at best. But I guess, Isaac, how often would you say, I know you say you push things to the last day, but how often do you say you make Amazon returns?
Oh, it's like every month or so.
Yeah.
Every month or 2.
Yeah. Like, do you get like a monthly stamp card at your UPS store when you make returns?
Yeah, it's kind of like when you go into your favorite coffee shop and the barista already knows your name. They're like, "Oh, it's Isaac."
Is it like "Oh, yay, it's Isaac," or is it like "Oh no, it's Isaac"?
Okay, fine. You saw through my charade.
Like, how does your pile of returns? Like, how much does your pile of returns compare to this king's?
I feel. He's doing all right by my book. There's like a strange level of guilt I feel coming through the door with the amount of returns. Like, people judge me and they're like, "Oh, so you're just not happy with anything, huh? You're just buying it all up and returning it all." And you probably already...
Make up your mind, man.
Yeah, right? But here's the thing. Sometimes when you buy something on Amazon, it's like a shirt. And you buy a shirt and you're like, "I don't know how I'm going to feel about this shirt. And I don't know how it's going to feel about me." Is it going to try to strangle me to death, constrict my body when I put it on?
There's definitely an interview process that goes down when you order clothes online.
Yeah. Because either it tries to strangle you and constrict you to death, or you're swimming in it. But so often, it is not like, "Oh, yes, this shirt was made for the body in which I have put it on."
And sometimes they just outright deceive you. Like, it doesn't even look like the picture. And sometimes in the picture it looks like, "Oh, that looks like it's going to be feel so nice. It's going to be a nice soft fabric." And then you get it and it's literal plastic. It's
the cheapest garbage. I completely know where you're coming from. So often, and here, can I just say this about clothes? And, I'm no clothing expert. I'm an art expert. But isn't clothing just art for your body, for the canvas that is you?
Yes.
If I ever
that is
when Ben and I have a clothing line, I think that's what we'll call it, the canvas that is you. It'd be a little long.
I don't know. I've seen longer.
Yeah. Well, fine. I'll make. Okay, fine. But here's the
You
deal.
can expect the launch of their new fashion line
No,
sometime in the
no.
next 50
No,
years.
no. The whole sales marketing team is having a heart attack over there.
I gave them plenty of time
Oh,
to
did
figure
you?
something out.
Oh, well, good job then, guys. Just figure that out.
Calm down.
I gave you a catchy name. Isn't that half your job, marketing team? But yeah, here's the deal.
They're staring at you
Yeah,
rather
they are.
malevolently.
I don't look over at them too often when we're recording because it breaks my confidence, you know? But here's the deal. I wish that when you ordered a shirt and it was like, you know, I'm going to get a large shirt, and you order it and then you order another large shirt and both of them are like drastically different sizes. Never happened?
Oh yeah.
It is strange that no one has just like come up with a standardized measurement of clothing. You know, we figured it out for many other things. Milk, for example. You know how much milk you're going to get. You order a gallon of milk, you're getting a gallon of milk. You're not getting something that's called a gallon.
They started messing with that a little bit with ice cream. Like you don't just like remember when you could just get a gallon of ice cream?
Yeah, right.
And then it's became more like
People got cheap.
3 quarts and
Yeah. If I could show you a tub of Dreyer's ice cream from the 90s, you'd be shocked at how much ice cream we were buying
it
at a
used to
time.
come in these wonderful plastic buckets with lids, and then you would save them, and that's where you would put all your Halloween candy.
Oh, yeah, no, it did used to have those. You're right. I never got Halloween candy, though. Let's just have a moment of silence for that. Actually, that's not entirely true. My parents used to buy me Halloween candy so that I wouldn't go out and fraternize with the trick-or-treaters.
And that's exactly how it went down in my house.
Oh, really?
Too.
See,
I've still never really gone truly trick-or-treating.
Neither have I.
I'm 30 years old, and except for when I was in college, a few of my classmates, we went to a couple of our professors' houses because we knew that they would give us candy.
Uh-huh.
One of them was dressed like Gandalf, who you are about to see in the movie today.
Oh, my goodness. You brought it all back.
Yes.
The
Full
theme
circle.
is full circle now. Wow. Yeah, I've never been trick-or-treating either. In fact, I'd never even given candy to a trick-or-treater my entire life because we were always taught growing up to just turn off the lights and pretend like we're, you know, out of town.
Except you've given candy to one trick-or-treater.
One trick-or-treat. I was just going to say this happened this year.
Yes.
So I forgot to turn off the lights, and a child came to my front door, and he was like, "Please, sir, I'd like some candy, please." And I was like, "Oh, you poor child." Of course. And I found some candy that I had, and I gave it to him. And then I was like, I wonder if that's how everyone else in the whole country they feel that level of joy. And then I was like, I get why people give out king size candy bars, because I'm like, I wish I could have done that.
Right.
You know? I
Although-
wish I was one of those people who lived in a mansion and I have a butler that can give people candy while I watch from the throne.
Yes. Although my ice cream buckets for candy
Uh-huh.
was actually more often filled, not so much with Halloween candy, but from parade candy.
Really?
See, in the early 2000s, when I was growing up, especially in, you know, rural, small town Midwest where I was, small towns would have parades. And people in the parade would just throw handfuls of candy out into the street.
This is a lie,
and
right?
and the children could go out and collect this candy and keep. And so I would go and I'd collect all this candy, and I'd have giant ice cream buckets.
No way.
Sometimes 2 ice cream buckets just filled with parade candy
Parade
that we
candy?
picked up off of the street. Sometimes have to brush off a little bit of dirt, but they're wrapped. It's fine.
Yeah, right?
And it was great. Sometimes they would just come and just hand you a handful of candy directly into your bucket, depending. But sometimes they would just throw it from the floats as they went by. And
Wow, that sounds really awesome.
it really was. For some reason, parades don't throw
Yeah, how come we don't have candy parades?
candy and artificial food dyes at children anymore.
Yeah.
It's almost like they care about them or
No,
something.
that's not what it is. They're
Instead of
mean.
providing joy and happiness and good memories.
I'm so sorry for what I'm drawing. I'm so sorry. It's
that like-
so gross
Is that
looking.
like grandma trying to find her slippers or
It's
something?
not grandma.
Or is that E.T.? I think E.T. found grandma's nightgown.
Oh, it's so much worse than that. Oh, hang on. I'm getting a phone call. Should we answer it live? I like to do that sometimes when it's my mom. Hello, friend named Ethan. I am currently recording Two Poor Artists. Is there something I can do for you? Hi. The movie is at 2:50. You know, that's so fitting because we're drawing something related to the movie today. I'm probably going to get to the movie about theater at about 2 o'clock. That's my plan. 2:15. Ethan would like everybody to know that you are the most wonderful audience, and he loves you. Bye bye. All right, that was so unexpected, and a nice break from what you've had to witness.
I don't know. We've had to stare at this extra long. I don't know if it was the most blessed thing. Oh dear.
Yeah, tell me
E.T.
about
found a crown. E.T. went to Burger King now.
it. There he is, the king. Oh, he's so. His neck is so weird. You know, like when you get a turkey at Thanksgiving and there's that bag inside the turkey, and then you pull it out and there's like the turkey's extremely long neck. That's what
Yes.
this guy's got. He's got a turkey neck.
Yes.
these are unfortunately supposed to be his kingly robes.
That is probably the best part of this drawing so far. Oh, I don't know about that.
There he is. There he is.
Yeah. E.T. found the coffee.
Okay, so now we gotta figure out the whole rope situation.
Is E.T. king? King E.T.
This is not-
and
It's not E.T.
it's like in one of
It's just
those
like a normal
is
king with
is
a
that
weird
like in one of
turkey
those
neck.
like harnesses for those really high bouncy trampolines that used to be in the mall.
It is very much like that, isn't it? It really does look like that. Yeah, those were fun. What happened to those? Probably too many kids broke their legs on them or toes or something. That's a sad thought. Don't think about that. Let's think about turkeys instead. Turkeys are good. They're like the second best tasting bird.
It's like the turkey.
Isn't that weird to me?
king.
Isn't it weird to you that people are like, I'd much rather have chicken to eat, but if I'm gonna have a sandwich, nobody's like, I'm gonna have a sliced cold chicken sandwich, so I'm gonna have a turkey sandwich. Isn't that weird to you?
It is weird,
What's with that?
especially since people like. I know people who really hate on turkey, like multiple people that just really don't like turkey at Thanksgiving.
Yeah, that's
It's
just sad.
like, and maybe they've just had really unfortunate experiences with Thanksgiving turkey.
It could be, but that seems, yeah, it could be.
But
What unfortunate
But lunch
experiences do
meat.
you have?
is this like a
Turkey? Yeah.
gravestone for
It's not a
the
gravestone.
turkey floaty in the pool?
Turkey. These are his feathers. They're just very close together.
Oh,
Ooh,
that or is just a tablet for
that feather got in his eye.
rules to live by or something.
Well, these are normal turkey feathers. You know? They have like those. Ooh, that's interesting what the pen decided that turkey feather. That one's a little messed up. You know? This turkey's got some really ruffled feathers.
Yeah, I mean, I would be too if I just had to see E.T. over there.
Not E.T. It's just a normal turkey man. Turkey neck man.
It's like if E.T. was drawn nose first
I've drawn.
and then given a triple
drawn-
shot of espresso.
I've drawn E.T. before. It didn't. It looked. I mean, the neck wasn't as good as this neck, obviously, but you know how it goes.
Oh, yeah.
Here's a turkey. And then they'll be like, man, drawing a turkey neck is so weird. Like drawing a worm and then there's a bird attached. No wonder the turkey necked man. Like, seriously, what? Oh, that was the wrong button. On my pen.
Is that one hoping that their feathers aren't as ruffled? Or are they just both really ruffled at
I mean,
what they're having to
we-
behold
I
here?
guess we'll have to see, won't we? I don't know yet.
You know, that one looks like it's gotten some, like it's one of those, like, felt hand-stitched turkeys.
It looks that good.
No, it's like when someone who's just learning how to sew and barely knows how to hold a sewing needle is trying to sew.
Sewing's scary because it has needles, you know? I much prefer crocheting because it has hooks. Everybody knows hooks are cooler because of pirates.
It is harder to impale yourself with a hook.
Have you ever
than a
impaled
needle.
yourself with a crochet hook, Kayla?
Not to where I've
Oh,
needed medical attention.
that's interesting. There's like, you have. Huh. That is interesting.
I have required medical attention from a sewing needle, though. But we don't need to talk about that on the channel.
Oh,
Crocheting is a lot safer.
it is a lot.
We'll just say that.
Okay, see, I'm cool with that. Let's see. Now we need a good looking nose first man. In a helmet.
Is that like the Pope?
This is a very tiny head.
The Pope pardoning the turkeys as opposed to the president? This is how the turkeys get pardoned in Italy or something?
Yeah, I imagine the Pope probably would pardon a turkey.
How very priestly, reaching out to give his blessings on the
It's
turkey.
not the Pope.
Yeah, he's not wearing his robes.
Okay, very square foot.
Although it's 2026. Maybe the Pope wears pants now.
Oh, how many fingers does the Pope have? More than that.
I don't know. It looks more like a.
What is he standing on? Why is he at such an angle? I don't even.
Yeah, I think he's just falling over because he's aghast at what he's having to behold.
There's like a giant crane back here. I don't really know how to indicate that there's a giant crane. Oh, you do like that metal. You know, there's like metal.
Yes, all of the metal that's
Uh-huh.
involved.
Yeah.
Oh, is that a construction Pope?
It's not a construction Pope. He was supposed to be a soldier. Now he's just 100% a man who does construction. Yeah. This is what's going on. You know, this is the turkey-necked king and his people, the turkey people. And he's
Oh.
just, you know, he's been captured, and he's like,
Oh.
we are returning your king.
Oh. The return of the Turkey King.
Let the bloodshed.
Well, it's got violent.
How do you spell cease? Cease. I don't know. Let the bloodshed cease. I gotta do one of my kind of text polls. One is just a line, never looked quite right to me. There it is. And then the turkeys in tandem are saying like, we shall never.
Such violent turkeys. Turkeys are kind of scary. Turkeys are big birds. And birds themselves are just kind of scary.
They were going to say more, but you know, why? What's the point? We get the gist. We shall never. But yeah, they had to return their king. How do you return a whole king?
So
You
are they
gotta-
not going to accept their king back? Or they're not going to let the bloodshed
Oh yeah,
cease?
no, that's it. You know, I like the mystery of just leaving it. We do need to understand why this man is standing like he is, though. Maybe there's just like a rock. And
I like how the center of gravity is like where his shoulder is. And that's just not supported by anything.
he's a construction man. He can do things other people can't.
This is true. This is how giant buildings get built.
Yeah, right? They defy
So
gravity.
semi-efficiently.
Uh-huh. Add some foliage. There, foliaged. And we'll add a wisp of wind on this windy day. 2 wisps, no 3. I think that's enough, right? We get the gist. Return of the king.
The king is returned, whether
Yeah.
or not he's accepted.
Yeah, right? It's hard to say. Will they not... Well, are they not accepting the king back? Or are they not accepting the terms of no bloodshed? Because they're like, look, you took our turkey king, and we're nothing without our turkey-necked king.
I think this is where we go into the next 5 years of negotiations.
Oh, this is just like step 1.
Yeah. I mean, this is actually probably more like step 16.
You think? You think there's been a lot going on? I mean, I guess there's been.
I mean, there would have to be some stuff in order for
I almost wrote age.
returning a king to the people.
I almost wrote 16 is my age because you said step 16. Yeah, right? Like, there's been a lot going on between the Turkey's people and the construction people.
Yes.
The two warring kingdoms, the Turkey kingdom and the construction kingdom. You'd think construction kingdom, come on, they've got the construction equipment. They can just drop one of those big
and they probably just
ball and chains on them.
It was like, my question is like, why do they have the Turkey king? Like, he doesn't seem like he would be a really great asset to their team.
What he looks like is that he can't lift his own head up.
Yeah, exactly. Like,
you know, how can he
lift up a brick to place for the building if he can't even hold his own head up? Yeah, unless just that crown is really heavy.
It could be. It could be just weighing him down.
It could just be the heaviest of crowns.
Yeah. Also, why is a human the king of the turkeys? I mean, I know he's got a turkey neck and all, but you'd think they'd like reject that.
I don't know, unless they just think that he's like the god turkey or something. Like, go all Star Wars and how the C-3PO is considered like a god king of the one planet
of the
for
Ewoks,
a short period of time.
I think that the turkey-necked king is actually the perfect bridge between their two peoples.
I agree.
And I think if, you know, the turkey-necked king would just marry the princess of the construction workers' kingdom, then all would be at peace. I think that's how it's going to go a few steps down the line.
That's probably what, yeah. Like, we're like returning the king to the turkeys is step 16 in the plan, and probably around step 36 or so is when the wedding's going to happen.
Yeah, right? Don't you feel bad for her?
I feel horrible for her.
Right? Because, like, who wants to marry the turkey neck king? You know, construction worker king, construction worker princess, she's probably not, like, that pretty. I'm just going to say it. You ever seen a construction worker and you've been like, pretty?
No.
Yeah, me either, right? Like, you're always like, I bet that man smells bad. Like, you roll up your window and you're like, I yield for construction workers, but I don't smell them.
Yeah, I mean, she can probably build some pretty cool
I
castles
bet she's a whiz with Lincoln Logs.
Oh, absolutely.
You know, like that, and you know, it's gonna be good times when they build
with the Lincoln Logs.
They'll have a
and
great
the
house.
Tinker toys and
the
Legos
toys.
and
she's probably really handy with all those.
She probably doesn't lick the Legos though.
She probably doesn't. No, you don't. Just eat the Legos.
Eat the Legos.
I bet he doesn't lick things on airplanes.
Yes.
Yeah. You know, they make it that in that they can agree, as should we all. No matter how much at war you are.
Here, they're probably actually the perfect couple.
I mean, in some ways, you're probably right.
Yeah.
I mean, he'll never actually be able to see her because his head will just be staring at his own feet his whole life.
He'll just make sure that she always has nice shoes.
And she'll probably build a wall between them. I'm just going to say it, you know, emotionally and physically.
Yeah.
You know, yeah. I mean, and he'll understand. He also won't know what's going on for a long time.
He also won't notice because he'll just notice if the baseboards are cleaned or not.
Exactly right. He'd be real big on that.
Yeah.
But they'll have turkey servants and construction worker servants, and their kingdoms will finally be at peace.
Yes.
But, you know, not until
they'll all live happily ever after.
Yeah, not until we get into the 20s of the steps, though. They're still at step 16, which was just returning the turkey-necked king.
Yes.
You know, huzzah for them. So glad we were here to witness it.
Yes.
And I'm so glad that you were here 2 weeks in a row to draw and, you know, just bring some class to the channel. I'll just be honest, you know, because, man, we struggle for classiness.
Oh, glad I could join you.
Yeah. And, you know, one final shout out to anyone whose birthday might happen to be
today.
Too, if you're
might happen to be turning 2. You might be related to me.
Might
not be.
Name might start with the W. I mean, you know, maybe.
Yeah.
See you next time. Yeah.
See you next time.
Happy birthday.
Bye.
Bye. As always, we're surprised you made it this far into our video.
There's no way we could possibly ask you to subscribe to this atrocity, so we won't.
We would say share it with your friends, but it's probably better for wasting your enemy's time.
We're probably not going to get any better, but we will keep drawing.
See you next time.